welcome back to Bear Cave Watch Reviews. I am your host, Papa Bear, and today we're going to be reviewing a watch that was lent to me by a good friend of mine, Dustin, so I want to say thank you to you. He knows that I love watches and thought that I would like to get my hands on one of his watches in his collections to do a review, and boy was he right. So let me show you. I'm not wearing anything on my wrist today because I'm going to put this on. So this is the Casio MDV 102-1AV, or the analog Illuminator, which is also a Marlin. So it has a bunch of different names, or nicknames. This is the precursor to the DURO. This is a watch that is not made anymore by Casio. However, you can still find it if you look around for it. So it has one of the coolest features on a budget dive watch that I've seen, and I'm going to show that to you in a little bit. But just to be clear, it's no longer produced, but you can still find it either on eBay or a couple of other shopping sites. So let's just get moving into the basics and just go over it. So stainless steel case and back, screw down back. It is 42.5 millimeters wide and 12 millimeters thick. It does have a 120 click unidirectional bezel, and you can hear that action. It is a little tough to move. I'm using my nail to kind of get in there, but as you hear it, it's really sharp. There is no backplay on this watch at all. This bezel is not going anywhere once you put it to the right position. It does have a lume pip at 12 o'clock. I will pop a lume shot on this in just a little bit and also go over this super cool feature that I love. The bandwidth, 22 millimeters, okay? Now this is the supplied silicone strap, and it is still in wonderful condition. I was gonna drop this onto a NATO just to show it, but I don't wanna do that to his watch, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. The indices are on there, and there is nice lume. The hands are wonderful, and the second hand also has lume on the top of that red arrow, okay? Now, one of the nice features of this, and I don't know if you can see it there, but it has a domed mineral crystal, and it gives it some really nice distortion. Just something you don't see a lot on a budget diver, but it's really, really nice on this one. It does come with a quartz movement with the date complication at the 4 o'clock. Like I said, it has a screw down back, and if you've noticed, it has two crowns. They are both screw down crowns. This one's for the time, and this one I'll show you in just a bit. Now, this is water resistant for 200 meters or 660 feet, so it is a true dive watch. And here you have the back with the Marlin and just some general information, model, Casio, made in China, stainless steel, etc. So I'm going to put this on my wrist just to show you what it looks like. I don't usually wear my dive watches too tight, especially on a silicone band, but I'm just going to wear this one just to show you. There you go. Wears really, really well. Not very high on the wrist. Even that acrylic dome crystal, just really, really nice. Now, the cool feature about this watch, and I'm going to do this with the lights on just to kind of show you about close up on this. This crown actually lights the inside. You see, it's got one LED at 12, one LED at 6, and when you click it, it is super bright, and it's just such a cool feature that you don't see a lot. It lights up, and it just really, really neat. I'm holding it down just to show you that it'll stay lit. And actually, it's so bright that you can use this as a flashlight if you're in a dark room, but also it kind of gets charged to the lume inside. So one more time, click. See those LEDs? Just a really cool feature. I wish more dive watches had that nowadays, because it's just a really cool feature that it's something different you don't see. Now, how I got this watch, what I love about it, what I don't like about it. Again, lent to me by a friend, Dustin, who knows I'm into watches, so he wanted to lend it to me. It's basically going to be part of my collection. Not this one in particular, but I am going to look around for one and add it to my collection. Now, a couple things that he did tell me about this real quick as I'm going about it. The crystal, as you can see, it does have some scratches. All of those scratches, he wore this during his basic training when he went into the military, and I asked him if he wanted me to buff them out. He said he didn't mind. I told that was before I knew where they came from, and when he told me, I said no, those need to stay because those have like historical value to it. So, just one little thing about it. The other thing he said is that if you go diving, one of the nice things about this watch is that it's not overly shiny, and since it's on the silicone band, I don't know if you know this, but certain fish are very attracted to shiny things. Barracudas are one of them, so just if you're going to go diving and see a barracuda, that is probably something you don't want to do, is light it up so they can see it. So anyway, it does, even though it's a 42.5 millimeter, I think it wears really well on the wrist. It wears just about like a 40. And the dual crowns, you don't even really notice them too much. So it's not like you've got something poking at you or anything like that. The face on the watch is that traditional dive black face with the white indices. Very easy to read. I'll take it outside and put it in natural light and do a wrist roll or two just to show you, but very easy to read, even with the acrylic crystal and that little bit of distortion. Just, you know, very cool watch. And it's not very expensive. When this watch was sold, it wasn't very expensive. I'm actually going to put a link to the modern Illuminator. It's a little bit different than this one, but I'll put a link in the description just so you can see it. And if you're interested in it, go ahead and buy it. Another really nice thing is that date complication. I know I talked about this in other videos, but that is a really great feature for a watch to have, is just to be able to look down and see the date. So anyway, like I said in this introduction, this is a very cool watch. My favorite part has to be the little LEDs. I just think it's a very neat feature. And even though I don't own this one right now, and even though this is the precursor to the DURO, which is out now, and that one you can get for under $100 as well, I really think I'm going to add one of these to my collection. The watch is a winner, and I absolutely will give it the Bear Cave seal of approval. So if you like the video, as usual, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to leave me a comment on what you want to see next on the channel, please feel free to do so. And share this channel with your friends, and remember to subscribe. And real quick, before we leave the video, I just want to go over one thing that I will be doing very soon. Is I'm going to be giving away this Diplomat Aluminum Series watch winder soon. Not very soon, but I have some numbers that I would like to meet on all of my social media outlets, so I'm going to be using this as an incentive for y'all. I'll put the instructions in the description so you know what to do. This is a really nice winder. It has LED lights, it's programmable, just a really nice one, and it also lets you stack them so you can put multiple ones and just have one continuous power line. So look for some more information on that in the detail. Again, this is Papa Bear, and we'll see you soon.